Hi, everybody. Welcome to Playing Games with Strangers. I'm your DM tonight. My name is John, and with me are the people, minus Celeste. But those
Hello.
who are here are Dave, Josiah, and JS, and Squid, and the other one,
The other Clements.
Amanda. Her name is Amanda. I am kidding. Also, want to mention that Playing Games with Strangers is a member of the Culture Box podcast network. Go check out Culture Box, and while you're there, why not check out other podcasts on Culture Box, like Retro Rewind Podcast, where they review movies older than 15 years old and try to determine if they're worthwhile or if they're just tragic, or maybe it's just somewhere in between and it's just a nostalgic movie that's better remembered as nostalgia. So go check that out and more over at culturebox.media. So with that being said, Josiah.
Okay, I've been waiting for this moment. It's time to gather your party, sharpen your wits, and prepare for an adventure of a lifetime. The table is set, the dice are ready, the story is about to unfold. Are you ready to journey with us into the unknown? Theme song.
Playing games with strangers, you know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers.
What happened last time on Playing Games with Strangers? We split the party, which is our favorite thing to do. 3 of us went to go find tinfoil and hats and recruits about 55 survivors to join the fight against Carrick. And Callum and Aileen went to go visit the drow. It was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Salvius, the drow page boy, helps us, and we're granted audience, and they offer us access to either the armory or the archives, and we decide to do both. Kind of. Wilder and Callum go sneak off together to the archive, which goes mostly well. Callum gets 3 spell scrolls, but is followed by a cat. Plot twist, not a cat. It was a dragon. Oh my goodness. An ancient perloid dragon. And I took from its word, and it was unhappy. It was a bookworm. It said that information was power, and we needed chaos and fate, and that fate only deals in chaos. Something like that. Yes. And then they left, that fates left the realm. Karen is Carrick. Carrick is Karen. He fell into space between spaces, and in order to seek perfection, he is going to be consuming everything, always. That's what you missed on Lee.
Can Fox still sue us for saying that? Or is
Fox can probably sue us no matter what, but...
Fair enough. All right, so we pick up exactly where that leaves off. You are in the Underdark. Callum and Aileen have a new cat.
I think Aileen has a cat. I kind of made it mad at me.
You are actually right. The cat is riding Aileen's shoulder like a pirate parrot.
Indeed. No, is the parrot a pirate? Or
no,
is
it's the pirate of a parrot. I should put it like that.
The pirate of a parrot, not the parrot of a pirate?
Jeez.
It has a little eye patch on.
I believe we're going to rejoin the others and consider jumping into Carrick.
Excuse me?
That's what we're doing.
You heard me.
All right, so Callum and Aileen come back to where everybody else is gathered. Are you guys still at? Is everybody else still at the armory?
Yeah,
Uh,
I believe
yeah,
that's
I
where
think
we're
we were.
hanging
Yeah.
Yeah,
out.
Aileen
Yeah.
and I were originally trying to keep everybody occupied so that nobody
Okay.
noticed that so and so left.
Gotcha.
We have everything we need now, right?
Yep, we just needed a cat.
And all the weapons and the people.
Yes, weapons, people, cat, chick,
Yes. The cat
foil. We
is
have
the
foil.
cherry on top.
Foil, hats,
Oh,
check.
It seems like we've got everything we need then. Right. Right? That's what.
Right.
That's yeah.
well,
I
we
think
could
there
go
is.
shopping if we think of
No,
anything else.
no.
Would it be worth now on nature of should we find ourselves in a deep bit of trouble, setting up sort of a safety net or plan, which
Oh,
is to say a sanctuary here, maybe in the tower. We've got to go up there where the door is anyway, right?
what do you mean by sanctuary?
Well, there are just
Like,
certain things that
like some
magic can do.
pews and some
Well,
like
kinda, yeah. Well, I was thinking.
hymnals,
Well, I don't know about hymnals and all that, but I was thinking that
some
perhaps,
of those tiny pencils.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you think we could find tiny pencils?
What about like the little tiny cracker things?
Oh, I love
Oh, yeah, those
crackers.
are pretty good too.
Those
Uh,
those aren't bad.
do you think we could find those? Because I don't know if we have those. There wasn't a lot of food places that I could see that were still standing.
Anyway, so you mean sanctuary like
Yeah,
safety, right?
yeah. So the magic things that can be done, right, is setting up a safe place so that if something goes wrong, I can get us back there.
Like,
You
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah,
how do you do that?
I mean, it's definitely a good idea.
magic.
Wow.
Maybe not
Can
right
you
here.
can you
No,
make
no. I was thinking in the tower where the church was.
That is a good idea.
in
Yeah,
an actual sanctuary?
yeah, exactly like that. I don't know if there's probably a sanctuary in there. I didn't actually look, but
You said there was a church.
yeah. I mean, the tower is kind of a church, right?
Yeah.
The tower, yes.
It's close
Yeah.
enough.
Yes. And we can have a potluck.
I do
Ooh.
like a potluck.
I'll bring a 7-layer nacho
A bean dip.
dip. Yeah, bean dip. That's what they call it.
I'll
I'll
bring
bring
silverware.
I'll bring mashed potatoes.
I'll bring
So do we want to
Sorry.
take
Yeah.
can of weapon cream.
our whole group up there? I'll set that up. We'll get ready to,
Yes.
head in to the unknown where perfectionism.
Into the unknown. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just
that's a catchy tune.
Okay.
made that up just now. Never heard it before.
So
That was pretty good.
Callum, do you
Yeah.
want to go and you could take Orbog and Pooh and Aileen with you and Emran.
You are going where, Wilder?
No. I was
Why-
thinking Mara and I could maybe rally everyone else.
I don't believe that she will be leaving my side based on the past few hours and everything that I have tried to do to get her to leave my side.
Okay,
The
then
cat looks up at you, Callum, and he goes,
That male and that Mayra he just mentioned, are they a couple?
Yes.
So him and her, no, not that I know of. In fact, the one that he was in love with kind of died. She was death, and then she wasn't anymore. So that's a shame. I don't know much about her.
That's fascinating.
That fuzzy thing is making noises that sound like words.
I would appreciate if the fuzzy thing would stop making the words.
Why are you looking at me, Wilder, when you
His
say
name's Griffith. Griffith?
I thought his
Gr-
name was
how did-
Pooh.
How do-
Griffith.
What?
Grivrith. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. That's so very hard to say in this accent. Grivrith.
You can say
It's
these
pronounced Griffith. Get it right.
Griffith.
Yeah,
Griffith.
Griffith.
There you go.
That's his name.
That's the most dog-sounding name I've ever heard for a cat.
it starts making biscuits on Aileen's shoulder.
Aileen's not here, but she's dying over it. It's just the cutest thing she's ever seen. I can tell you right now.
Are you going to Jaeger Aileen tonight?
Yeah, Aileen goes, "Oh my, bless my heart. That is so cute." And then she pets the cat.
Because 2 characters isn't enough.
Yeah. 3 is what I need. Right. So, do you want me to head out then? And I'll go take care of that and we'll all rally
Together.
and meet up in the room,
Why can't we go
perhaps.
together?
We just came down here to take weapons and leave.
I think we're ready. Let's go
I just want to make sure
sanctuary
that
this.
everybody down here has taken upstairs with us. That's all I was just thinking. That me and at least someone else, I guess Emran and Mara could come, and we'll meet you in just like give us like 10, 15 minutes. I think we get everybody out.
Yes. And I can point out the people that will be coming with us.
Pick me.
Yes, you will be coming with us.
Okay.
Seems
Probably
to me
put
like
you first in line.
Oh, sure.
Well, I thought I was
Royalty
going to
and all.
go first because I'm going to. Are
Y-
you still
anyway,
royalty? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm
you
going to
go do
start
your
walking
thing.
that way.
All right, so what's going on? There was a lot of ideas thrown around.
Callum is
Callum.
going to set up a sanctuary. Wilder, Emran, and Mara are staying behind to rally the rest of the people that are down there so they can go upstairs.
Okay.
Wilder
the sanctuary.
volunteered one of the quietest people in the group to rally people.
And
I
we'll
know.
get the loudest. So
Yeah, but you can like look at people and they're just like, okay, ma'am, whatever.
Emran puts on her commanding the forces voice and whips them into shape real fast.
Mara just glares with
All right,
daggers.
so we'll start with Callum.
Who's
Aye.
going with Callum?
Okay. So Callum, where are you going to set your sanctuary?
I'm going to head to the tower
Okay.
because I need a church-like location.
And Pooh said he's going with you.
So when this is all done, Pooh, where should we
Mm-hmm.
go eat?
I could use like some good old fashioned like bugbear, home
Yeah.
cooking type food.
Do you know what else sounds really good?
What?
Do you know that chicken fried steak we had ages ago?
Ages ago. Yes. That was like wonderful.
Yeah, that
There
sounds
was
good.
nary a problem. Well, I mean, there's always something going on.
Yeah, and if for whatever reason this doesn't go well and we don't get to have that chicken fried steak, never mind. Don't worry about it.
No,
We're gonna be fine.
yeah, we're gonna be great. But
Yeah.
if that is the case, well, I mean,
Yeah.
yep, it's well, you're I Callum,
Uh,
you're a bud. I mean, we've had
no
some good
Pooh.
times. We've had some good times, Callum.
We've had some not good times as well, but we've had good ones, which is nice. And for the times that were bad that I blamed you for, I'm sorry for that.
And I'm sorry for not always, being the best bugbear.
I think you've always been a really good bugbear.
Well, thank you for that, Callum. I don't always make the best decisions, as you know.
I think that's kind of part of being a bugbear, which is why you're so good at it.
Well, you're a pretty good bugbear yourself, Callum.
Oh, thanks, Pooh. That means a lot to me.
Did you know I can do a sanctuary spell myself?
Can ya?
Yeah, only on one person.
Oh, well, that'll be helpful too if we have one person we need to protect, I suppose.
If uh, who do you think I should do that for? If I were to do that,
Well, I mean, I don't mean to sound selfish.
why are you pointing at? Oh, you mean I would? Aha! I don't think you're supposed to.
If
That would probably work.
if it helps, though, I can also cast Sanctuary on a person, so I could cast it on you.
Oh, I don't think that would be. Uh, probably wouldn't last too long because I'll do something, and then it would end.
That's true. I have other things I plan to help you with, I suppose, and not that. But magic is very like that. So,
I'll sanctuary you.
thanks, Boo.
Yep.
Right about this time, you guys come to the stairway that leads up to the tower as you have become familiar with it. And you head up there, and are you guys going to do it in the basement or are you guys going up top?
Is there like a chapel or something, a place of worship
The
on the top
whole
floor?
on probably on the top floor there probably is like a well, yeah, there's a cathedral inside inside that tower because that's where the coronation
Yeah.
in red happened.
What do you know? Wasn't there for that. Rough time, I hear. It's bad for people. I'm gonna do it in the cathedral area, or if they have like a shrine or something to. I don't know. Just in general, some place that looks holy.
Okay. You make your way to the cathedral in the tower, and there's a odd looking uh, dried brown spot on the floor, but outside of that, it looks fairly cathedral-esque.
I think I heard the story about
Well,
this, so that makes sense.
is this holy enough for you?
Well, you see, the good thing about my newfound faith is that we kind of did away from the holy areas, so pretty much anything is good to go for worshiping God, as long as you're ready. So yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. Plus, if all those places were still here, it sounds like I wouldn't be able to get into them without dying. So it's a good thing
Right,
they're
right.
not.
Let's get to it.
I'm going to say a prayer over this area and cast Word of Recall.
Immediately after you do that, roll dexterity saves, please.
Oh, baby.
17.
Oh, that was a 12 still.
You both manage to stay on your feet as the ground rocks severely, and you hear an
Oh dear.
extremely loud explosion come from the north. Although the explosion is so loud that your hearing is currently impaired. Not completely deaf, but it's like listening. It's like you got large cotton balls in your ears at the moment.
I always have large cotton
Oh,
balls.
my. Oh, golly. All right. Well, what's the
No.
Oh, aside from just Northern Towerfall.
What about a northern mouth hall?
That way. We gotta go that way, Pooh.
Who?
You!
Oh, who?
Yeah.
That way?
I'm gonna walk outside.
You step outside, and as you look towards the north, roughly in the direction of the crater that used to be Castle Sturkler, you see a fount of shadows spewing out of the ground.
That looks bad.
Did you do this?
I'm gonna start running that way.
Towards the shadows?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to grab Callum real quick to keep him from going that way.
Okay, Callum, are you going to let him grab you, or are you going to resist?
I'll stop and turn and look at him.
Okay.
What about the others?
I think they'll see it.
Will they come?
I think they will when they see it. Yeah.
Why do you keep saying, oh, I get it. I thought you were saying something else.
Yeah.
So, we should go?
Yeah. That seems bad.
What about my dad?
Bad.
Dad, yes. What about him?
No, not dead. Bad.
Bed? Well, it's not very... I'm feeling rather rested at the moment.
That's weird. But okay.
A beard? Well,
It's not fine to drink poo.
I do not think I took a bath just a few days ago.
In the meantime, back in the Underdark, so Embryn and pretty much everybody else, to my understanding, you are rallying your militia that you have raised of the refugees.
Emran gave her speech when she rallied them to her. So
Mm.
when she gets up now, she's like, it's time. So follow me.
Everybody just kind of looks at each other and like,
Make her roll. Make her roll.
So as you guys start marching, what route are you taking? Are you going to try to come up from under the mountain, or are you going to try to
I
go up
think we're
through the?
falling behind the others
Okay,
because everything else is kind of collapsed, isn't it?
okay, yeah, for the most part. Right when you get to the base of the staircase, that's going to take you up into the tower basement. I need everybody who is not Callum and Pooh to roll a deck save, please.
21.
13.
My goodness gracious.
18.
2. Emran.
Okay. Of all people, who has 4 legs,
I'm not dexterous.
apparently.
I'm good at staying upright, not dancing.
You guys hear to a lesser extent than those who are above a loud explosion, although not to the point of impinging upon your senses. But the ground rocks even harder underneath. Fortunately, though, only of the party, only Emran loses her balance and hits the floor as the ground is rocked.
I'm gonna go help her up.
Y'all get back up and the level of enthusiasm that F has about this is high. That did not sound great.
I thought it sounded wonderful.
I mean, good acoustics, but no, I'm assuming something bad happened. We need to get to Callum and Pooh as soon as possible, please.
They are undoubtedly doing something stupid. Do you think they caused it?
It's likely.
Probably.
I'm gonna say no.
Let's
Callum-
move.
Callum
Move.
had
Everybody
something-
move.
Okay, let's go, 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 go.
Because you're moving, how many people are in your army? 50 something?
55.
55. As you guys are, 52.
No. Pooh and Callum are an army of 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. For those of you who are in just listening, the reason why I said that was because Josiah was holding up 2 fingers, so I thought he was correcting. So it takes a minute to usher 55 people up a narrow staircase, but you eventually get up there, and as you make
Would like to submit it's about the same amount of time it would take to usher Callum and Pooh up a staircase, so.
well, but as you make your way up there and get to the top level, you take a look to the north and you see a much broader font of shadows, as since Pooh and Callum have left, the geyser of shadows has expanded.
Oh my.
And it's beginning to black out the sky.
Was the plan for the fight to come to us?
No, I think the plan was for us to go to the fight.
I believe plans have changed.
Yeah, and I don't think I can call Callum. I don't think he has a sending stone.
My guess is that they are going to be where that is coming from.
I'm not going to ask why you think that, but okay.
Why would they go there?
Well,
Is that
Callum
a
and
legitimate
Pooh,
question?
they
I know why Pooh would go there.
yeah,
I'm
well,
asking why
Callum's second
someone
place.
with a brain would go.
Nope, Callum's second place.
Are we assuming that
Tweedledee and
Callum has a
Tweedledum.
plan? Yes. That seems like a bold assumption to make about either of them.
Okay. I I don't know that any of us can do the sanctuary thing. I'm assuming Callum did this before running out.
Or perhaps that caused it?
I wouldn't think so.
But
Okay.
we don't really know anything for sure.
I assume we should just head that way and hopefully we'll meet them there.
Yeah. I will charge on.
So you guys begin to march towards the shadow geyser. Callum and Pooh, you guys get to the foot of the hill that Castle Stirkler formerly rested upon, and it is erupting in an inky blackness. And yet, eerily enough, it produces no sound.
That doesn't make me feel better.
So we're here. How do we stop it?
Are they like are they touching us?
Can
Are
we
they
touch
close
it?
enough?
No, it from where you're standing, it's just shooting straight up into the sky. It's almost like a column of shadow that is spreading out
I
across
think
the
we need to
sky.
be where that's coming from.
Let's start digging.
Because that's where they were coming from last time, right? That's where they
Yes.
and then well I can hopefully stop it again. Question mark. The same way as last time.
Which
Secondary question mark.
which was a large light.
Yes, basically shining the sun into it.
Okay. I'm game if you're game.
Great. Okay, well, this seems good for us. I will cast.
Daylight.
Yeah, I'm going to cast daylight on.
Me.
Yes, essentially on thoughts and prayers.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Fists of sunlight.
All right. Pooh, your fists are shining like the sun.
Yes, they are.
Let's get in there.
What would you like to do with this shining ability?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to clear the way to get to the source.
How?
Punching,
Okay. You make your way up to the geyser.
shadow boxing, if you will.
Right. I see what you did there. You punch your fist into it, and as your fist goes directly into it, and
Mhm.
as you pull your fist out, it is completely enveloped by the shadow, but there's a large trail of shadow going towards the column as the shadow is starting to crawl up your arm.
Has it blocked out the daylight?
It did.
Can I shine my other non-arm on it?
You can. It has no effect though. It's like it'll light it's like a flashlight, but when it comes across the inky blackness, it reflects nothing. It's like the blackness is absorbing the light.
Callum, it isn't working.
And you begin to feel as this tendril of blackness that has enveloped your arm and is crawling up you, it is starting to pull you into the center column.
I feel like I'm getting pulled in.
I'm going to cast Dispel Evil and Good.
What does that do?
Shimmering energy surrounds and protects you from fey, undead, and creatures originating from beyond the material plane.
Oh.
For the duration, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can end the spell early by using I don't want to do that. Oh, just kidding. I might. I don't know. By using either of the special functions. Break enchantment. As your action, you can touch a creature you can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, an elemental, a fey, a fiend, or an undead. Yada yada yada.
Callum, I need you to make a quick nature check for me, please.
Okay. Oh, that was a natural 19 plus some numbers.
I don't want to see you unnecessarily burn a spell slot. As you're looking at this, you can tell this is not a creature. This is a phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Help! Help!
I'm trying. I am
Who roll a
doing
strength
my
check, a
best.
strength save for me, please?
Oh, gladly. That's going to be
I would like to spend a key point and re-roll that. Okay, that's 15.
Okay. The inky blackness is starting to pull you hard
Help.
towards the
I'm going
column.
to grab a poo.
your feet slip across the ground. It almost looks like you're moonwalking as you try to pull away from it. Callum grabs you and you're able to stabilize momentarily, but as you regain your footing, you can feel it starting to pull harder.
Nope, nope, nope.
Can I attempt to help pull Pooh away while also using my radiant soul?
You're what now?
My wings.
Oh,
My little divine energy within.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Are you sure I'm trying?
Okay, Pooh, Callum's wings pop out, and they're glorious.
Thank you.
And he begins to flap them and pull on you. The wings themselves have no effect on the column or the blackness itself. However,
I like the sound of that.
by flapping your wings, it does give you extra pull. So on future rolls against this, I will give you +1 to your
Okay.
to your resist. And speaking of which, go ahead and make
Did I
another
roll?
strength save because and
Okay.
add an extra 1 for the help from Callum.
Can I embolden him as well? Or wait until the next save?
What does embolden do?
My emboldening bond, any creatures that are friendly with me creates a magical bond for 10 minutes or until I use it again, and they can add a d4 to attack roll, ability check, saving throw.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, Pooh!
I'm trying.
17 that time with your handy dandy D4.
It doesn't pull you in, but you are definitely moonwalking backwards now.
I'm still moonwalking.
I'm doing my best. I'm not a strong boy.
I am, and I'm not doing very strongly.
Ah.
Oh!
And by this time, it has about half of your body
Ah!
consumed now too, by the way.
Help! Help!
I'm going to try punching it again.
Oh no.
With the other hand,
Yeah.
Callum, you watch as Pooh punches his other glowing fist into this.
But can I make it as an attack? I want to try to use Stunning Strike.
Does it have to be on a creature for stunning strike? Because it's not a
I
creature.
normally wouldn't do this, but given where this is going, I'm going to say I would advise you not to.
Take us, Lord Jesus.
It just
the
doesn't
hour is coming
see,
quickly.
Stunning Strike does not say creature. It's just target.
I understand this, but I know what's going on, and I'm trying to help you save some key points here.
I will still. I'll just pull away harder. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep pulling.
So you're not punching it now?
I'm still punching it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it a 1-2.
So as he swings it,
Gets yoinked forward by your other arm.
the blackness shoots up the other arm, and Pooh,
Bad idea. Bad idea.
you have a moment to say one thing before this pillar pulls you in. What is that one thing?
Mwah.
This is like from the area where it came out the first time, right? Like when the shadows originally poured out of.
Are you talking about the tentacles?
No. The shadows that had been pouring out initially. That door that I closed.
Oh, the shadow people. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And when you say it is pulling him, do you mean it is enveloping or pulling him in?
It's pulling him in.
Okay.
My question to you, Callum, is do you let go?
I'm gonna cling tight and go in. I'm gonna almost like tackle him in to try and get closer to where it's coming from.
Pooh, as you make that awkward sound,
Could you say it for us one more time?
Bro.
suddenly Callum tackles you, and then
I'll allow it.
blackness for you both. A few moments later, an army of 60 people
And a cat.
and a cat
Yeah,
One
don't
cat.
get that.
approach the dark pillar. And as you pull up, Emran, and pretty much anybody else who wants to, make a perception check, please.
16.
25.
25.
21.
15.
Oh my goodness. Y'all tell me what you see. I'm just running.
Mm-hmm. Mayra and Wilder, as you approach this pillar, you see tracks in the ground that seem to indicate something of a struggle that leads directly into this pillar of blackness that is blacking out the sky. And then from the direction of the cat, again, you hear a
Interesting.
Is it? Is it? Interesting.
Yeah, could you expound upon that? Interesting. I'm worried our friends are in there.
Our realms are merging.
That's not good.
That seems bad. I don't know much about realms, but that seems bad. Is that bad? Why can you talk?
It's perspective. Some might find it good, some might find it bad. It's all relative to whose perspective you're seeing this from.
From my perspective, should I think of this as a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't think you'll enjoy it.
Wonderful. How do I stop it?
I mean, it's not
From your
exactly like
perspective.
it's not exactly like our realms have merged before. Why would I know?
I don't know, you seem to have a lot of opinions to offer.
When you're my age, you tend to develop many opinions,
I have developed many at my age.
most of which are incorrect.
That's a bold assessment coming from a cat that I've just met.
Olbog,
Yes.
stupid question. Will you jump in this hole with me?
Pardon?
Sure.
I doubt the army's going to want to do that.
At this point, I don't care what they want to do. I want Pooh and Callum.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do. I don't.
Are we sure they're in there? That's a stupid question. I'm sure
They're
they're
in there.
probably in there.
I don't know who else would just come up to a giant black thing and then go in.
This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
Asmara
much do you
says
believe in
something
your-
about somebody just walking up and getting in. I'm going to walk into the hole with all the shadows coming out.
All right, you
Fine.
approach it, and blackness.
And I'm right behind him.
I will look at Mara. How seriously do you take this vow?
Oh, very seriously.
That's probably the wrong answer. And then I'm gonna go in.
What about the army?
Well, if they follow, they follow. She will. Before I go in, she will turn to them and say, "Whether or not you follow is your choice." And then she will go in.
Tag, you're it.
Make a persuasion roll.
Speech.
Disadvantage.
I don't need it. It's a 12.
Okay.
One brave soul's like, yeah.
Mayra, are you going in?
Oh yeah, that's not a question.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the episode.
Good night, everyone. This has been fun. Tune in
I-
next week when we start campaign 2.
I kid. Now that everybody stepped in, because I didn't want to preview some things before.
How much of the army?
How many?
came
Yeah,
with
how many of
us?
the army came with us?
You'll find out.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't see a look. Did Aileen come, or is she like, mm-mm?
Yes, Aileen went in.
She said no.
As you step into this, you get a familiar, breathless feeling as you are stepping into this that reminds you of using the circles of teleportation that you guys have throughout the past few years. And it occurs to you, you guys don't know exactly what happens when you use those.
Callum has never used one. He is alarmed.
It's the small print. Nobody reads the small print.
But then you get the sensation of falling.
In love.
I need each character to roll a d6. So Squid, you'll have to roll one twice. And that's going to be how much damage you take from falling.
I have slow fall.
So then you don't take any damage.
I'll take that. Yeah.
I have tower fall.
Ha!
Not anymore, you don't.
Just a lot of falling over
What's
here.
left of it?
So Dave, you said you rolled a 1.
1.
So that 1 point of
Liar.
falling damage.
Where's
Callum
the
also
couch?
took a 1 because he landed on poo.
I rolled a 4.
Everyone's taking the full 6.
That checks though. I mean, a giant deer lady falling from 10
With
feet.
wheels.
Whoever was under her also takes the full 6.
Oh, and by the way, Emran, when you land, you hear a slight crack come from your battle wheelchair.
That's fair. It's also my back.
And as I fall, I say,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Only Callum hears it because no one else is here yet. Who's Mary Poppins? That's ow.
It just seemed like the right thing to say.
Your elbow landed in my ribs.
Actually, Callum,
Mm-hmm.
everybody lands at the exact same time.
Oh, hello everybody.
Also, Callum,
Yeah,
you recognize this realm. You've been here once before.
have I? This is my house.
This is the same realm that you were in previously, where you were by yourself, and Callum had seen Carrick for the first time.
So, has Emran also seen this?
Emran has.
Cool. So, Squid, you know what this is.
Sorry, I forgot that. I forgot Emran died momentarily, despite the fact that I referenced it not 15 minutes ago.
Is Carrick here?
You don't see him.
That
You don't
seems-
see it.
Do we smell it?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Natural 20. That's a great time to roll that.
You get a distinct smell of burning rubber and fetid fish.
Callum.
Yum. Yeah. That wasn't me.
Oh,
You didn't do that.
sorry.
Not this time, at least.
Where are we?
Fish
I
market.
believe this is where Carrick, the large one, was, but he is not here, which is alarming.
I like that
Seeing
title.
as
Is there a Carrick, the small one?
I don't know. I will look around to see if the army has come with us.
About 27 guys came through.
Cool.
Nice speech.
Thank you.
I give them high fives, but are my hands still glowing? That's what I want to know.
They are not.
Okay.
Way to be here, guys. Good work. Keep it coming.
What are you looking for, Wilder?
Oh, yeah, I kind of wanted to get like a feeling of our surroundings. Is it just a dark room? Is it
I would also
nothing?
like to help in that respect by looking around.
You look around and you see a pillar of white behind you. And as you look at the pillar of white, you hear the cat go,
See? Merging of realms.
and then as you look around, the landscape looks very similar to that of what you would expect Towerfall to look like if there never was a civilization there and all vegetation was dead.
That's a lot of mental brain work.
So just dead wasteland all around.
Well, that looks good.
It's in a state of perpetual night. So like right now the only light that's being casted in the area is
Mm-hmm.
that's being cast in the area is coming off of the pillar that you guys came through.
Carrick floats, right? He's just kind of chilling in the air.
He's a big boy. I don't think you've ever paid attention to the base of it, so
Well, in that case, I'm going to look around to see if there are signs of a big boy moving around.
you don't have to look. For whatever reason, you can feel its presence very far in a particular direction and very close at the exact same time.
I'd like to cast sending.
Our weapon of choice in this game.
Okay.
To Carrick?
Oh, okay.
Is this a good choice? No.
Yes.
But am I going to
No.
do it? Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Am I going to tell anyone I'm going to do this first?
Yes.
No. Yes,
No?
I am. Well, I think he's here somewhere, and I'm going to see if I can find out where.
Why do you want to find him so quickly?
Well, it seems like the worlds are collapsing in on each other, so it seems pretty bad.
Sooner the better. That's what I say. Bring the
Yeah.
pain.
What's the white pillar thing?
I believe that's our world.
Oh, it looks kind of like a stack of marshmallows.
Yeah, and then on the other side, it looks like if you had burnt them to a crisp, and it's bad, and they're all kind of smushing together.
Yeah, but have you ever taken like the charred part off of the marshmallow, and then you've got like a new marshmallow underneath? Kind of cool,
No, I don't think
Then you
I've
roast it again.
actually.
right?
I don't know that I've I don't think I've had marshmallows before.
I don't like marshmallows.
I
They're
just
Not a
like
fan.
sticky
saying it. It's fun.
and wet and get everywhere.
Right.
Setting
Does
them on
anyone else
fire, though.
Sorry.
have a plan other than standing here and waiting for the worlds to die?
I mean, you came first. We thought you had the plan.
Yeah, we
No, we
let
kind of
you-
ended up here.
We got
Things
sucked
went,
in.
yeah, things went poorly. But since the plan is to go find this man and hopefully either achieve perfection.
How poorly did they go, Callum? Did you cast Sanctuary?
Oh,
Yeah.
we did that.
Oh yeah, I got that done. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
sure?
I did it to Callum. So
I'm
Callum's
positive that was finished.
sanctuarified. Sanctified.
Good.
Callum is sanctified.
I am
Good.
sanctified.
Wow, that's one of us.
Great. Well, I'm gonna make some bad choices now, so if I die, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Callum.
Should we walk to a different place first?
Should
Callum?
we?
I'm not sure that I know where any place is right now.
Should
Yes,
we
Pooh.
take a vote?
No. It takes longer to take a vote than it does to
Yes. What was your question, Pooh?
if is there a way we could help you like a signal or something to snap you out of it?
Well, I have a feeling that if this goes poorly, my brain is going to melt out of my head.
Right. So how can we
So-
stop that from happening? I mean just
We
Plug
just-
my ears.
Yeah, we
Could we
have.
just walk a
Just-
little ways away from Emrin? That would be great.
like is there a way to stop the spell?
Chant.
That's what I'm saying.
You're number one. You're number
Oh
one.
no. Well, I was just gonna see if I could talk to him.
I guess you have
So-
sanctuary
But
on
like,
you.
Yeah.
what if he can trace the call, whatever that means?
Then we
I
can
have
take
a distinct feeling that he's got a pretty good idea of what's happening in this realm.
do it. Do it.
Okay, fine.
Then why are we calling him?
Yeah.
Because I don't have a distinct feeling of what's happening in this realm, and I'd like to.
You just hear the cat go.
I'm curious to see what happens.
I will cast sending to Carrie.
Okay. What are you saying to this eldritch horror from beyond time and space?
Hi. It's me, Callum. Maybe you remember me. We've met a few times, I think. Just curious. Don't have to answer. What are you doing? Steve's gonna have a conniption fit.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. This is fine.
In response, you hear a
Mhm.
slight ringing that escalates into a full on scream. And then you realize that the scream that you're hearing is coming from your own mouth. I need you to
Mhm.
roll. First of all, I need you to roll a d6. I'm sorry, not a d6. I need you to roll a d3, please.
A D3, he says. A 3.
I need you to make a charisma save, please.
Is this like an attack or a harmful spell?
Yes.
He has
Sanctuary.
you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Well, right now he's not really choosing a target. He's just following the magic back to his source using his reply.
I am the target of the reply. He could choose not to reply if he wanted. He could just not answer the call.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this much. He's gonna use a legendary action to
Oh,
succeed.
baby.
Oh boy.
So
Help
what
me
did you
out,
roll
then.
on that D3?
A 3. And so you said a charisma save, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's 17.
Literally, that was the DC, barely saved on something that could have been horrible
That could have let me only play Emran for the rest of the day.
for the rest of the campaign.
Oh man, I rolled a 15.
As Callum's screams die down, you notice as a stream of Just a little trickle of blood comes out of one of his ears.
I plug the ear.
Thank you. Yeah. My one request.
Callum, are you there?
Yeah, definitely would have rushed him. Just checking on him.
What did I feel? Aside from horror.
You felt your perception of reality in general begin to fray. You began to lose your sense of being.
Joke's on him. I have a poor sense of self.
Well, you were being confronted with the idea of complete oblivion and non-existence as well. So
Joke's on him. I think about that every day.
Well, did it work?
Yeah, I think so.
Where is he?
Uh, oh, I don't know. It worked in that he replied.
What did he say?
Sounded a lot like ah.
That sounded
was
like
you.
you. Wait, are you Carrick?
No, that was just my impression of him, which is what I was doing before as well. I do think that after this, I'm gonna start a band.
Can I join?
Sure, I have a lot of things to write about.
I don't, but I can play a mean.
You play the ukulele, don't you?
Yes, and the mouth harp.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay, well, that didn't go well. Don't think I'm gonna cast it again,
I
as
was
fun as that was.
good.
Do we know where he's at so we can fight him in this thing?
No.
Here somewhere. You just
Also,
walk.
um, is this like a different realm or something?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Isn't that what the cat said?
Yes, a different realm, different plane, whatever you want to call it.
Like, are there like people that could help us here? Like, are there different?
I look
I
around
don't
for
know.
people.
No, like different fates or something like
Oh,
that.
the Fates did go to a different place. Hey, Kat, do you remember where the Fates went? You said they went somewhere.
Did they come here? Hello, fates. I'm ready to tempt you again.
I'd like to submit that I was tempting when I cast Sending, but they didn't show up for me.
the cat just kind of looks at you. You've never seen a cat shrug before, but it might have been one of the cutest things you've ever seen in your life.
Oh,
I stand on one foot.
Look at this. Pretty risky.
I look like I'm gonna push Pooh over. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
is he gonna do it?
The cat leaps off of Aileen's shoulder and rubs up against Pooh's leg exceptionally hard,
Oh,
almost with the strength of a ancient dragon.
With the strength of a great typhoon.
And Pooh, yeah, you fall over as it rubs up against your leg.
ouch.
The army's so amused by this, I'm sure.
I stand up and dust myself off.
Emran is making an attempt to figure out a good direction to head.
Emran, one of the soldiers, approaches you and says, I mean, I'm not one to complain, but is this what we came here for? Pratfalls and screaming dumb boys?
That's a great name for a band.
No, we could do this anywhere, actually.
Yes, I'm
Come.
starting to think that that is one of the reasons we're here, but it is not the primary reason. We're looking for a very large being that's trying to eat the world. The one that I had mentioned before.
Well, why don't we ask someone over in that town there?
Oh, the town.
I mean, if there's
Just-
a town there, Emran will head that way while these people are being dumb.
When he points, Emran, you turn your head to where you were just looking and where there was complete desolation. And now there's a town.
I'd like to evaluate this man that just noticed this town.
Okay.
Is this man real?
Seems real.
And look him in his eyes just to make sure.
Roll an investigation check.
No, seems fine.
How closely are you investigating him in his eyes?
She just does the narrow and the slight lean in.
As he notices you lean in, he just kind of starts to lean in and turn his head too, just slightly.
She leaves. She walks away.
He just goes, "Oh, was was that not happening?"
Just walks away. Doesn't respond. Mira, we're going to that town.
Okay.
Everyone else, we're going to that town.
There's a town.
Apparently,
There's a town over there.
All of you have looked around, and sure enough, there's a town where there was not a town when you last looked there. And not only is there a town there, but it looks like it's been there forever.
It definitely wasn't there forever. Because it wasn't there. And now it is there.
Although, there was that time that we lost, I lost. I don't know why I said we. It was only me. Lost those fingers, and then it seemed like I'd never had them, and now I have them again. So sometimes things are just a little screwy here.
I mean, it could be we because it was you and your dad in the same body.
That is true. It was we, but he's not here now, so saying we is still kind of a moot point.
Wait, I figured it out. I think it's a town from the other side that came to this side. In the combination of realms, like the cat was saying.
I feel like that is probably true. Also, it sounds like it could get real risky if we're just walking along and all of a sudden town is on top of our heads, but
A town is on top of our head, but
Our butt. Why?
this is why we don't end our sentences in prepositions, Callum.
I don't exactly know what that means, but
It's a promising direction.
yeah,
I propose we walk
I
towards the town.
propose.
I would prefer if no one proposes ever again.
Oops. We
I walk away.
run.
I'm moving.
Emran is
towards
still
the town.
walking.
I think
He's
the town
gone.
might disappear soon. I don't know.
Yep, I'm heading towards the town.
All right. You guys head towards the town, and
We do like the fast exercise walk.
Those chicken arms are going.
speed walking. All right. You speed walk towards the town, looking like a bunch of old people inside a mall trying to get their
I
exercise.
only
No,
do the little
no,
gallop.
I think we slow-mo walk there. So like we come into the town and look awesome.
Pooh is moonwalking there, but
All right. Anyway, you guys make your way towards the town. It is full of shades of all races that cast mistrusting eyes upon you as you enter.
They're throwing eyes at us.
we're a race too.
They're casting shade at us.
Hello.
Is that a
Hi.
spell?
I'm not sure. I'm not very.
Good night, kids.
Magic is not my thing. Do they seem corporeal?
No.
So like
In fact, Emran, you recognize some of these people as people who may have previously lived in Towerfall.
I'm going to, as I'm walking, just attempt to kind of tap one with the end of my glaive. Not the sharp end. Pardon me.
And it drifts right through.
I will stop in front of one of them.
It looks at you.
Can you speak?
I,
Are you here?
for the moment.
Why are you looking at us like that?
Why are you here?
I asked you first.
To save the day.
We were pulled through shadows.
As were we all.
Do we appear to be really here to you?
For the moment.
My staff went through you.
Just hit him. Just hit him.
He reaches out to put his hand on your shoulder, and you just feel a chill as his essence enters your body. Then he pulls his hand back. Would you still like me to continue this process?
No. I believe that answered the question. Did you know that it would do that?
Indeed.
How do you know that?
We are all dead here, and you are not.
Well, you could have led with that.
Yes, I do think that would have been a wise place to start.
You didn't ask.
We're looking for Carrick.
Nobody looks for Carrick.
Oh no,
We
we
do.
are.
We're ready.
Unfortunately.
To bring the pain to the brain.
Are you dead, or have you been eaten by him?
Oh, those who are consumed become something completely different.
So you're not nothingness yet.
No.
You're a wandering soul trapped between dimensions because there's a blockage.
You should listen to the smart bear.
If we
Yes.
found one, we would.
Oh,
Do you know
savage.
where Garrick is?
Carrick is where Carrick.
I'm not looking for riddles.
If you can understand it better than that, then please explain it to me. You are in a realm where time and space do not exist. What you see now is merely all that your brain can process.
Yes, but I've been here briefly before, and I saw him.
Okay,
Do you see him?
sometimes.
I see dead people.
Many at the moment.
It's just a matter of how to put this. This world is full of, and the town's gone, and you're in the middle of waste.
You know, if he had just led with all the information he knew initially instead of being coy about it.
Well, sometimes we've got to figure out things for ourselves.
I'm gonna look for another town.
I as well will join this search.
And then all potentialities have a tendency to exist and not at the same time. Now, do you understand? As he finishes the statement, the town's back again.
I see.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Do you understand the realm that you're in? The state, I suppose.
In a way that I can effectively explain, no. It seems like we are trapped within the mind of madness.
I see. Is there a way to get there?
See, it's that thinking that you are getting it wrong. There is no there.
We're already there.
Is there a way to be
Here.
unstuck from here?
There is no here.
Except that I am here. In that I'm not dead. I have arrived physically in this place.
Indeed, you have.
Is there a way to not be physically in this place?
To be elsewhere, but you already are.
I think what he's saying is this is not a place, but it is a place.
I think he's saying we're thinking too much.
I think it's like the place between places, which is kind of a space between spaces, which is where Karen is. I mean, Carrick. I don't know if Carrick will like me calling him Karen, but
Karen fits.
I think, and I would ask you not to do it here. But there is a name, ancient and not, that is its original name. And if you can know it, because names have power,
I've heard that.
and if you state it, you may be able to index it.
We got to find the name? Oh, that's something we can do. That's tactile. That's actionable.
Can he just write it?
I do not know it.
Do you know where we can find it?
Again, with where? There is no where.
I got
Do you know
this.
how we can find it?
I got this. I'm thinking
Yes.
of a name.
Between 1 and 6.
Yes. I'm
Gotcha.
thinking of a name between 1 and 6. And whatever pops into my head, that's going to be it. It's Tilda. It's Tilda.
As Pooh says this,
Oh,
a
shoot.
large tendrilled body crashes down upon this town, obliterating the shades.
Oh, I got it. I got it right. I got it right.
A large tentacled being with multiple eyes and several vertical mouths appears, destroying the city. It is both very near and infinitely far away, all at the same time. You hear a low voice say,
Now why have you summoned me? Ah, the heathen bear and my swine of a niece, you foul sow.
Swine of a niece. Oh, wow.
Sorry, I was still stuck on that he asked us not to say that right now.
The voice comes from under Carrot going, I said not you.
Sorry, I got
I cast
excited.
banishment on him and hope for the best.
I mean, he did say that there is no now or where
It's
or
true.
so. I mean,
We're not really here at all.
yeah.
There is no here.
Anytime is a good
Exactly.
time.
So he said when you're not here, and
Any
we
place
really
is a
weren't.
good
So
place.
he said listen to the smart bear, and we did.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Okay, so you said you're going to cast banishment?
yeah, we're gonna see if we can banish him for a minute. Just to give
For
us
more
a
than a
give
minute.
us a minute of thinking time. Or
Okay.
forever, depending on how we're quantifying time in this realm. So
I thought we wanted Garrick to be here.
oh yeah, I was just saying we could prep for a minute, just a quick
Long
team
rest.
huddle before we
Can we take a long rest?
You know those times when you're like, "Oh, I know what I want," and then you get it and you realize it's not what you wanted? I feel like that's where I am right now that he is right in front of my face.
That's called Christmas.
It's a charisma saving throw.
27.
That beats it.
If it meets, it beats, I guess.
Yeah.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A massive thanks to our Blade level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Josh Clements, Branson Boykin, Debbie Roth, Matthew Cosby, Random Encounters, and Indubitably. Learn more and see how you can support the show by going to patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.